I want to do a total romantic film, which I want to do a total full-length romantic film, and some director like Gautam Menon, if he does that, it'll be wonderful. So he's very good at it. Like Maniratnam sir is very good at it.
For all film-related interviews, reviews, and content, please like and subscribe to Puja Talwar. You can also follow me on Twitter and on Instagram.
Finally, lovely to chat with you. A busy month, I think, all set to rock, as they say, the box office and the OTT space with Rockers and Borders. So you are a busy man.
Thank you, ma'am. I'm really happy about that. I'm really excited.
So now, I mean, the character you're playing, Rudra, in Rockers, which is basically speaks about a problem that the film industry has dealt with constantly, piracy. So when they came to you with the script, as an actor, what is the first thing that draws you to playing a character before you say yes, and what are you looking for?
As you said, this concept was, I felt this has to be told, for people to realize how much of efforts and how much of hard work and how many people are involved to make a film, and that people should realize, who are watching this series would realize how much of efforts is put in, and it's just not alone efforts, it's so much of money pumped in, and so much of lives involved, so I think that would after watching this series, I'm sure that the takeaway would be, we shouldn't watch any film on a pirated site. That's the whole ultimate goal of this. And I was really excited to play this. And being a responsible person in the industry, I thought this has to be told. And I said immediately, I said yes, because it's my director, Arun Vijay, which is the third time I'm collaborating with him. And I was very comfortable. Even Border is directed by director Arun Vijay. So I was very happy to be associated. And of course, a banner like Avium is, it carries its legacy by itself. And so I was really excited to work on this. And Rudra, of course, again, it's a different role for me, but it's got a different emotional side to it as well. It's not that he's just coming in, taking the case. He's a character who doesn't like cinema, and how it's been driven, how he takes up the case, and how he realizes the importance, and how much of work and efforts are put in a film, and slowly he respects the art. And that's the whole thing. I think the audience will travel with this character, and in the due course. So I really loved playing the role as well.
Your digital debut, as I would say, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So how did you suddenly decide that this was the right time for me to do it? Because also, I think, as an actor, I want to ask you, also, do you feel that the platform is giving actors a wider platform and scope, which you may not get so with cinema, because you get restricted with the time? In 2.5 hours, you can only show that much.
Very true, ma'am, because there's a lot of restrictions there in films. But here we have we can explore more as an actor. And content-wise also, this cannot be told in a cinema in a 2.5 hours film. And so this was the right content for me to actually get into an OTT. So I felt that the team was so much supportive, and I really loved working in this whole project. The process was so nice, and it was very interesting. And I was surprised while listening to the script. There was a lot of research which happened, and they've brought in, and I was like, do they do this, or this happened, this happens, this is how they do it, and this all the back of my mind, this was running, and which is actually, I think it'll be exciting for the audience also to see the world of the network, how they deal, and all that stuff is really interesting.
Which is the one thing that really surprised you, because we hear about piracy, one wonders how do they get access. How do they, and nowadays it's become even easier for them with the social media and the media. You can just upload it from any website platform from anywhere. So this was the one thing that really struck you, and it was like, oh my God, I didn't know this.
Yes, very true, ma'am, because there is one thing where the video would be taken from one place, the audio would be taken from one place, and it will be transferred. It's quite surprising. I think when you see it, you'll understand. And I think that all those things will actually really surprise me. And ultimately, at the end, the message which actually sends off through this film is very strong, and I felt that has to be told. And I'm sure that people would realize and stop watching films on piracy.
Well, let's hope so. But also, you do realize when you're doing a series like this, it's mini films, many films in those 8 episodes. Like you're making mini films. Was that like tough or challenging? Because also you get a wider arc to, discuss with your characters. Or other characters also get a wider arc. Otherwise, in a film, it wouldn't be told,
Yes.
But what was it like? Was that challenging? Like 8, 9, 10 mini films together?
It was, ma'am, because for me, it's my first experience. And with the guidance of my director, he made it so easy for me to understand this language. It was little, but one more thing is like a lot of positive things about playing the character, and to portray the character, to show it on from where it starts and how it goes, how he behaves, and all that is like you can't do it in a feature film, which actually the character so that is actually was wonderful, and I really loved playing it, and it was very interesting, something new for me, and but I really loved it.
Now you have a film coming, and today the word that we are all using is pan-India. I mean, I just feel like, as I said earlier also, like to another in an interview, all Indian films are pan-Indian films, because an actor is not, but it's just everyone doesn't get to see them. But with these platforms, it's become even more accessible. So as an actor, what do you have to say?
I think these platforms actually give a wider reach, to the audience. As an actor, our content has been seen by many people and appreciated, and in that way, I'm really happy that Tamil Rockerz is going to be dubbed in like more than 7 languages, like Tamil, apart from Hindi, Tamil, Telugu, Kannada. It's going to be done in Bhojpuri, Marathi,
Wow.
and other languages as well. So I'm really happy about that. So hope I'm excited on the whole concept and the reach. So I'm really happy about that.
And what do you think is the reason that they say content coming from the South, whether it's Malayalam, Tamil, Telugu, or Kannada, is doing way better than the content as we go up north? What is the reason? What is the secret formula?
I don't find a reason for it. I think the emotions are the same all over. So it's nothing different, but we are all Indians all over the world. The emotions are the same. So I think it's just we have broken the language barrier, but the emotions we are connected with the emotions. So I think that connectivity actually is playing a major role here, and the content also. So we are really happy that now, as actors, we can do crossover films, and so that's really nice, very healthy. And Hindi stars coming in and playing in our South languages, and South stars playing in North languages. So it's really nice as actors, and a lot to explore. So I'm really happy that things are working out right now.
Absolutely. So what can we expect in Borders? That's
Borders,
all action and all.
Yes, ma'am. It's I play a raw agent in Border, and it's a patriotic film. So there's a lot of issues we dealt with. I think the issue which we dealt with is, again, it's an Indian issue. It's not South or North. It's an Indian issue which we have dealt with, and which. But I think as an actor, I felt it was different from what I played earlier, and there was a lot of challenging scenes for me. I'm sure that will excite the audience, because what I feel is each film, what I think is like how differently I'm going to excite the audience in playing. That's the whole point. From that, I choose different genres every time when I play. And I think that's the success for my off late. All my films were like, people think, okay, Arun is doing some film, it's going to be different, let's watch it. And from Kutram 23 or Tadam, again, Tadam is remade in Hindi as well. So I'm really, really happy. And I think Border is also going to create something something different, and people will be excited watching it.
Looking forward to that. But as an actor, sometimes, can one separate the man and the actor? There might be something that you feel as a person you might not agree with, but as an actor, you need to do everything because you're just playing a character, and characters can do anything, good, bad, ugly, whatever they can be, in thoughts, action, speech, whatever. Can you separate that, or do you actually like to do the kind of narratives that agree with your ideology?
No, ma'am, it depends on how well the character is etched and how it travels in a script. And if that's needed to be, if that character has to be played in such a way that it has to be bad, ugly, and, we have to play it. We as an actor, we should be more, open about that. That's when you can explore things. And I feel as an actor, I want to explore. And so I don't find, I don't have something, no, I have to do films like this, which with an ideology has to, but there should be some message in a film as well. That's what I think. And just not for entertainment. There should be some message into a film where you can, take off after a film. That's what I see. And if it has to be played like that, I would love to play. That's not a problem for me.
But a lot of actors feel maybe our fans want, because fans idolize you so much, they want to see their star in a certain light. Does that weigh you down? Because a lot of actors actually think about that. Fans ko nahi acha lagega, as they say in Hindi, what will the people say, stuff like that.
Yeah, it is, ma'am. We have to have that in back of our mind as well, because they come to a theater to watch their star in certain way, and that has to be kept in mind as well, because action is my forte. And if of course Tadam just had one action in the film, but the film as such, it traveled in, what's next, and there were a lot of twists and turns. They forgot that we have an action hero, but he's not, doing any action. They didn't think about it. The script actually made them forget. And when that action came, it was actually, they all stood there and they were like, watching it like that. So I don't, maybe certain things we have to keep in mind and work for the audience. That's what first 3 days is, you're going to be your fans and people want to watch you. And, we should also keep what they expect, what they expect. We should keep that in mind as well. And that's how I select my scripts.
Yeah. And before we go, I want to ask you come from a very strong film legacy with your father, Mr. Vijay Kumar. And how has it shaped you as an actor?
What was?
How has it shaped you? Strong film legacy background that you come from. And I know it must have weighed a lot on you, because it's always, father's success and the poor child will make this thing, they will always compare. But you've carved your niche, you've gotten over that roadblock. How has it shaped you? And what was actually the main challenge for you? To break out of your father's shadow and to make your own independent place.
Yes, that was a challenge for me as an actor when I started. So through years, I had to get over that and try to make a mark for myself. And, we have to have our own individuality and, how to, grab the audience heart. We have to think about that and, focus on what's the best we can do. And what my pluses and minuses, I'd worked on a lot of things. I think every actor has that phase where he realizes after a point, when the success starts coming in, then you realize, okay, then we'll start traveling in a different pace. I think that transformation, I really loved the transformation which happened through the years. And I'm happy that the way the industry and the people are treating me right now as an actor. And I feel more responsible in selecting my films and doing my films. So let's hope it continues to a different league as well.
I'm sure you'll be rocking. And anything you want to do, something other than an action film that you wish that they would offer you?
Yeah.
Are you hoping that they would offer you something like, other than action, what is the one film offer that you're waiting for? Comedy,
I'm not
romance?
I'm not looking in for only action films. Action would be even if there's one action, that should be unique, and that's what I feel. But I go in for different type of concepts. So that's my whole thing. How well are we going to connect the audience by with our film, and that's the whole point in selecting a script. So
Kind of film you want to do, something that you're wanting to do, something.
I want to do a total romantic film, which I want to do a total full-length romantic film, and some director like Gautam Menon, if he does that, it will be wonderful. So he's very good at it. Like Maniratnam sir is very good at it. So I because my dream was to work with Mani sir, and that happened in Chekkachivandavanam. It was a multi-starrer, and with that happened, and the way he dealt, and we had a couple of love scenes there, with me and Aishwarya Rajesh, which was like wonderfully handled, and we had a song. So it was, that's the thing. I want, a lot of people said that, Arun, you have this side really looks nice, you should do something like that. But hopefully I get a script, full-on script like that, so I could work.
Absolutely, and Gautam Menon is one of my favorite also stars. So we look forward for you and him to collaborate. All the very best. Good luck for Rockers and Borders, because since you have 2 releases this month, so all the very best.
Thank you so much. It was lovely talking to you.
Likewise. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Bye.
If you've liked this interview, please like, share, and subscribe. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram.